and here. Let's see what we got. Bitcoin. There we go. See how it was like hidden underneath? You wouldn't see it with the naked eye. That's why you gotta highlight over to be able to see it. Yeah, nice updated labs guide. There you go. Enjoy. As far as these keys go, these would be the two that I'd say are worth getting. Maybe black, maybe, and then weapon testing. It's like these three. Manager's office isn't bad. The residential unit you can't buy, but you find it in raid. But like yellow and violet, I would say they're definitely worth. Violet, not at 4 mil. Not at 4 mil. I think someone bought out a bunch of the cards. I'd say violet I'd pay like 2 to 3 mil for at most. But yellow is great because yellow, you get it for 400k. Yellow is like really good. You make your money back and then make a ton of money from it. Violet at 4 mil, I wouldn't buy it. Black was, I think, 4 mil as well. Red, I definitely wouldn't get. Blue, I probably wouldn't get either, but there is a red keycard spawn in blue. Green was 7 mil. Don't think that's worth, but for the sake of showing all the loot, I bought it. Manager's office, not bad. It's got some rares. The weapon testing's great. You get weapons and ammos in there, a ton. And then you need arsenal if you're gonna buy red. Okay, we spawned over at kitchen. Freezer. This is called freezer. There's no loot in here, but it's a freezer. This is a kitchen. Then back this way is the back hall by prone spot. It is called prone spot because there's a PMC spawn right there. And a lot of times people will go and prone right here. Back it up a little bit. Oh, did they fix prone spot? I haven't been prone here in ages. Hey, you can't even really see down there. What if you scoot up? No. All right. They fixed prone spot. Instead, you just come up here. I have too long of a gun right now to do this, but the shorter barrel gun you can aim. You don't have to break glass or anything. You'll be able to aim it. Then we will start out with this right here. This is kitchen area. Kitchen's there, and then this would be like the cafeteria area. You get a red keycard spawn right here. Super rare, but you can get it. Food and hydration will spawn on top of the counters. This is red. Considered red. When people say red, this is usually what they're referring to, because this is red room, and that's violet. Back here, you can get a green key card right there. Then you got the PCs. This is red card. If this door does get closed, you do have to do another red card to open it. Another red card swipe. See if that actually used up a swipe. It did. And if you close it, like, you can't reopen it until you do red card swipe again. And it does use up a key. So, I'll be ready for that. But weapon attachments all along this. A lot of ammo spawns. Rare item, or tech item rather. Rare items. Another rare item on the desk. And then this is arsenal. Ammo spawns there. You can also get weapons on the weapon rack. Rare items. Rare. And then up here, another rare item spawn. Which, if that happens, you just open up one of those desks. Or open up one of the drawers. Right. Oh, wait. You can't keep the drawer open. You can tell how long it's been since I've looted labs. Yeah, you used to be able to open the drawer, and then you'd be able to get up on top of that. Can you vault it? You can just vault it. It's been a while since I've looted labs. Then, yeah, you'd come over on the edge here, and you can grab it. It'd be, like, right there. At least it's been a while since I've looted red. I've looted a lot of labs, but I usually just, like I mentioned on the keyed section, I pretty much just do violet and yellow. So, graphic card spawn, or tech spawn. Rare items. Right here, if the item is... Just drop the splint just to show it. I have to drop something smaller. Oh, okay, not that. That's not smaller. If it's like a Bitcoin or something, it'll spawn underneath that. So you do need to highlight over it. Because you saw with like Tegila's figurine, like the lower portion of him, it was rendering underneath the desk. So if it's like a Bitcoin or anything small like that, it will go underneath. But yeah, you got more figurines, weapon attachments, rare item on the chair, on the desk, and on the floor. That's that one right there. Weapon attachments. 2 green containers in here. I think it's either right there or right there. I think it's right here. You can get like an RFID, tech items, and then you got the black crates. 2 more green containers, duffel bag, medical spawns here. So if you're looking like for the 3B stim or the AHF1, that's where you'd look for it. You're going spawn on the other keyboard. Yeah, that's just on this desk in general. You got the rare spawn. So rare spawn, rare spawn. The other keyboard. Oh, on this one. Okay, so rare spawn right here. Oh, and on top of the filing cabinet, another rare spawn. So you get like a Bitcoin or... anytime I mention a rare spawn, it's basically those purple background items like these guys. That they're just considered rare items. They usually vendor pretty well. Over here, this is called the cat statue area. You got 2 big ass cat statues. LEDX spawns and rare items on the desk and on the ground, and then on the ridge you can get like gold chains or like MP7s, usually what I see, or stock M4s up against the edge. This is called H2O room. And because the chemical signs, I know that's not H2O, but yeah. That'd be H... I don't even know what the fuck that would be. I'm no nerd. Anyways, when you do come in here, you gotta be careful for someone sitting up on this guy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Just, if I fail at this time, you just gotta imagine. There we go. Yeah, they'll sit here and just wait for you. So whenever you do come in, if you know someone's in here, that is a popular spot to look. And then also another play that I like to do is you sit right here and you'll just like free look and lean. Or not free look, but look down. And wait for the opponent to walk in. You don't necessarily have to look down, but just makes your profile smaller. But you'll hide behind this. And when someone comes inside, their first thought process is going to be like scanning there. They don't see you. Scan there. Scan there. And a lot of times people will sit right behind this guy. So like right there, that's going to be the peak they're going to be focused on. And then they're going to be looking here. And that's when you peek out and shoot them. But as far as the loot goes, rare items on the ground. Right here, this is another one where like a Bitcoin could be sitting right underneath that. And so you just highlight over and look for the dot that pops up and then rare item on top and right there. Then you got the PCs, and a duffel bag on this far side. The filing cabinets are also really good. Labs has a loot modifier, so searching anything is really big. There's not really any bad thing to search. Duffel bags, filing cabinets, PCs. You'll want to search them just because the loot modifier, it has a chance to spawn the good shit. In here, you get a rare item or a LEDX there. And right here, this is parking gate button. It will open up that extract right there. It's parking gate. So parking gate, exfil number 6 and exfil number 7, they have question marks because they're both 50% chance on spawning. They either spawn or don't spawn. It's violet, actually not blue. Okay, so violet keycard spawn back on that table. Or in the chair, rather. But yeah, so 50% chance that this spawn will be open or available to be pressed. And if those 2 spawns, if someone calls them and you press O, those will be the ones that will light up green if those were hit. So not always will you be able to hear well what the announcer says. Whenever you press this, that was so fucking quiet. I don't know if you guys could hear it. It's the headset I have on. You don't really hear the announcer. But basically, she'll say warning, enemy in sector, and then she'll say the letter. And this is sector Y. And so sector Y is for parking gate. And then as I go through each of the extracts, I'll let you know the other letters that she'll call out. But see how like it opens up to green? If anyone presses that, it'll open up to green. But if someone calls like the medical block elevator, the main elevator, or the cargo elevator, it won't turn green unless you step by the extract. But so that's kind of a way to see like which, if you didn't hear the announcer and what the letter was, you can still tell if it was parking or hangar. This is parking. If you go back there, you got to go to like to behind that black car, blue car, and you'll start taking the extract. Get a rare item spawn right there. And we'll go back up top. What does the announcer say if it's hangar? B. But I'll cover that in a moment when we get over there. So this is yellow. Yellow's really good. The yellow's the key you definitely want to get. We'll loot it up this time and just see if we can pay it off in one go. But 2 rare items there. I think even potentially a third. Then in this chair, another rare item. And the rare item spawns can also spawn LEDXs. And then there's a red card spawn, but I'll show that in a second. Weapon attachments, rare item spawn. Red key card spawn can be right here. Rare item here. And then on 2 on the ground. There, buddy. And another rare item spawn right there. And I think that's it. Basically, you want to scan along the desks, in the chair, and on the ground. And in the corner there. But just from that one opening, I don't think we got that guy. Did we grab 2 GPSAs? I think that was from the previous room. So I think this is the loot I got out of here. Not the splint. So that guy. So, and this wasn't even a great opening. But I got 2 GPSAs from my last labs raid in here. And this is the item you need to upgrade your hideout. So, and the GPSA, can spawn in pretty much any of those rare item or tech spawns that I called out so far. So yeah, that's yellow. And then let's see where else. I'm not going to cover the bottom floor yet. We're going to stick to the top side, and then I'll work to the next level down. Then from here, you can go into glass offices. This would be glass office parking side, glass office blue side. You don't have to break the glass anymore. It used to be where you'd listen for glass, and if you heard it break, because glass is like hella loud, you'd be able to tell if someone was in glass office, because this would be basically the only place someone would be. But rare items on the bookshelf, on top of the, actually not on top of that safe, but on this bookshelf, and then you got the safe here. And then you got just a bunch of PCs in here. Boom, boom, boom. Go to the next side. Yeah, this is just an offline raid. I can do that. I could do this in an online raid, but then if I make it 75% of the way through and I run into an opponent and die, then I have to worry about, like, okay, where did I leave off? Let me go run another lobby, clear it, then show all the loot spawns. It's more time consuming, and I have to worry about raiders. Like offline, I can just quickly point out everything. It's way easier to walk through. Rare item spawn right here, and tech spawn, so you get like LEDX and stuff. Rare items on the shelving, specifically the bottom shelf's one you need to highlight over because it will spawn underneath it. Then rare item here, and on top of the safe. Then on the desks, or not the desk, but the bookshelf there. And then over here, it's another one that you need to highlight over. And then just a fuck ton of PCs under the desks. This is a really popular place to loot. Really popular. Then from here, we will go over towards green. But first, I'm just going to peek back here. This spot, actually, before we go to green, like right there, you get medical items. This is a popular spot. If you don't have any keys, you can get the HF1 stim and the 3B stim here. So on the desks, on the surgery tables or whatever. I don't know about that one. On the beds. On this desk. Up there. 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 I think not on that bed. There. I think it's that bed. And then on that table as well. But that's where I would come look for the 3B stim. Like on my hardcore account and stuff. If I didn't have a colored key card, that's where I'd come look. And back here. On these boxes. Table. Up top. Desks. Basically any of these side rooms. Come in and look for the stims. This is called U-bend, basically because it's one big U. Yeah, U-bend. Then this would be the back room above blue because we're directly above blue right now. For lack of a call out, that's if I were playing with a teammate, this is what I would refer to it as, just back room by blue, above blue rather. Stims, there, and just med items in general. It's not necessarily just stims, but this is where I'd come look for the 3B stim, just on top of that. And then back corner and right there. Back here, there's like duffel bags and stuff, but not necessarily worth coming to loot, but just to show what's back here. I think the duffel bag spawns in one of these guys. Then there's one more duffel bag spawn in here. Maybe there, and then the jacket. Nothing in that bathroom. Yeah, now we're going to go down to green. Are you buying keycards on hardcore? No, but you end up finding enough by the time you get to samples. I had a decent amount of keycards saved up so I could play labs. Or like, you know, you randomly will find them in raid, and that's when I would run a labs. Or you can do the barter. Rack up enough to do the barter. But this is green card. You can also tell that it's been swiped and opened by that little green dot. So like whenever I push up here, if I see that green dot, even if the door's closed, you know it's been open. Whenever someone is in here, you gotta be careful because this glass you can pin through. And then also a very popular spot for people to sit will be right here. Back it up, got a long barrel. Yeah, they'll basically sit right here and just peek through that crack. So yeah, when you push in, first peek you want to do, clear on top of the shelf, then like right there, do a quick jiggle peek, and then be ready for someone to be holding that angle. Then otherwise you just want to look in the back corners and stuff. But lots of stims and rare item spawns in here on the shelf, on this desk here, this desk, and then this one as well. Those are all stim spawns, med spawns, all along there. In here, you got the rare items and stim spawns. Be on the ground, desk here, then on the ground. Rare items, weapon attachments, rare item on the chair. Yeah, basically on just the ground and the desks would be where you want to look. Then the glass outside is pinnable too. Yeah, like all this glass, it's pinnable. Yep. Medical spawns, all on this desk. The shelves, like here as well. It's all along these desks you want to look. This guy used to be a Ledex spawn here. Have not found one in ages, but I always check just in case. Inside these, I don't know, vial holders. I don't know what the fuck you call them. Stim holders. You can find stims in them. They're not always sitting straight up. Sometimes they're like knocked over. But yeah, that's where I would look. Then on that shelf. Back here, you can get a folder of intel. Med spawns all along this, and on this table here. That's it right there. Found a Ledex there a week ago. Oh, well then it can still spawn, apparently. This is the key card with let's just try key card. Yeah, I guess it is. Key card with blue marking. Not worth, but you do need to go in here for a quest. And if you have it off, it might be cheaper now, but yeah, it's the one you get off Sanitar. Medical items all on the shelves there, the chair, all along the desk, and then all along the storage shelf. Not a great room for the cost, in my opinion. This is server room. To be server platform. One large metal platform. Server room because it's got a bunch of servers. This, I don't know if there's an official call out for it, but I call it the Ledex room above server because there's a Ledex spawn right here. Then you got the PC box and then the weapon case. Food and hydration items back there and weapon attachments right there. And then that will lead down into hangar. So it just goes down and around. That is a PMC spawn right there. I'll come back this way. Then so back that way is green to the left. And if we go this way, that door leads into by where we spawned, which is right outside of kitchen and freezer. Then in here is hangar. It's hangar room. This would be by hangar button. Right, that's the button. You get a rare item spawn right here and on the table. And you got the extract. That button is the one that is 50% open. So that was hangar gate. And she says yada 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 sector B. B as in boy is hangar. Then down here, this way leads back up to the LEDX room above server that I just pointed out. You get a case right there that you could search. I was gonna shoot that, but I don't need to. I'm gonna worry about raiders. Raiders will spawn in here. You got barter items and hideout upgrade items spawning here, here, all along there and on the ground. You have a toolbox that'll spawn right there. More barter items, another toolbox. Weapon attachments and ammo will spawn up top there, on top of that. And then outside as well, like just right up there, outside of hangar. Barter items, hideout upgrade items there and there. And then back in there, in the back corner, there will be a weapon case as well as the weapon attachments. Over this way, we'll lead back up to where we spawned. This is the wooden staircase right underneath kitchen. Right, well, I guess right underneath freezer. The spiral staircase by freezer. This is where we spawned. So that covers the top floor. Oh, no, it doesn't. Let me show managers. And then that's where the weapon attachments would spawn to. Let me point out managers. So this is managers. All this glass is penetrable. So don't think you're safe in here. You can get a green key card right here. Yellow key card can spawn right there. Then you need your manager's key to get in here. Yeah, the safe, PC, weapon case, rare items will spawn all along this. And I believe on the ground here and then on that desk. Potentially on this desk too. And I know a folder of intel can spawn in here as well, but it's been a while since I've looted it. The PC block and the weapon case. And then from here, we will go downstairs. Might as well start in the middle. Just have to circle around again. So rare item spawns there and there and here. Let's see what we got. Bitcoin. There we go. See how it was like hidden underneath? You wouldn't see it with the naked eye. That's why you gotta highlight over to be able to see it. PC blocks. Another one. This is weapon testing. This is definitely one I would recommend. Red key card spawn on that chair and managers as well. Really? Okay. Let me go back up there and point it out. Yeah, so red key card spawn here. I didn't know about that. That's clutch. Red key card spawn. This is weapon testing. Key I would highly recommend because of the good weapon attachments and the ammo spawns that spawn right there. You get a LEDX or rare item there and right there. Then you got the weapon cases there, there, and there. Then a weapon can spawn here too. I could get spears and stuff there a lot. It's blue, not red. Okay, well, blue key card spawn up there. And we're running out of time. Barter items, hideout upgrade items, there and there and there. And right here. And a folder of intel spawn there as well. And then that leads into hangar. Right there. That leads into the staircase that would go up to freezer. We're going to circle around this side and go towards black room. So this is black room. Is at the top. That glass is penetrable. as well as like this wall. A lot of people don't know that one. That wall is penetrable. A lot of Ledex spawns in here. The chair, you get the stem spawn, and then Ledex in the corner. Stems. Ledex can be there. More stems. More stems there. I think a Ledex can spawn on one of these chairs. Honestly, I would just look in all the stem spots as well. Like on the beds and the ground. And then right here. Ground and on the bed. They nerfed Black Room recently, unfortunately. It used to be like you'd go in here and get 10 different stems and like a Ledex or 2 even. So it's unfortunately been nerfed, but that's it. Then this is server room. So that's top server platform. And then this is server. That glass is penetrable as well. In the back corner, you got the weapon attachments and a weapon case that can spawn there. And then this would be janitors. Got a couple spawns on the shelving. I think it's mainly medical items and hideout upgrade items, but it's not really anywhere to loot. It's more like people will dip in there to heal up or assault Black Room. Bathroom. This is blue tint mid floor. Then up directly above this is blue tint top floor. I know it's more of a white tint, but it's got the blue hue. Back here, there's not really much spawn. I think there's like a stem spawn back here, maybe, but you don't really loot this room. This is blue room. You swipe blue there. You have medical spawns on the bed, then or on the chair or whatever. Green keycard can spawn right there. Stem spawns there. Then on the bookshelf. Then right there, I think it's right there. It's the Ledex spawn. And if I'm not mistaken, red keycard spawn can spawn right there as well, but we'll go in and show. It might actually be in this back room. Someone in chat might be able to help me with that. I do know you can get stem spawns all along the desks. Along the desks, up there, the ground, the beds. Then the red keycard spawn, I was like right there, and you can see it through the glass. I think there might even be another one back here, but I might be misremembering it. But yeah, I'd look right there. And stem spawns back here on the desk. Blue's also a room. They got nerfed pretty heavy. Desk along the window. Not this one, right? It's that one. This is the new area. I think that's literally what everyone calls it. Maybe you could call it residential unit, because that is where this key goes to. The dead body here. In here, this area is good to loot, and it's pretty much all free. You got to use up the residential key, but it's a hard spawn on the map, so that you'll get 1 per round. Lots of good ammos there, and then weapon spawns. The key card, the residential key, can spawn there. On the ground there is the residential unit. I'm gonna show all those spawns first, then I'm gonna go back through and show just the loot. You gotta press this button to open up this door. And back here inside this cup, there's a spawn for the key. Back behind the laptop. I think in here it's on either one of these or potentially this one. I've never found it there, but chat's told me about that spawn. There's also one on top of that guy, or just on the desk in general. Nothing. Behind the butt plug, Nikita's butt plug. Right there. There's the residential unit. I find it there a ton. I thought those were always the orange things exploding, but that sound I think is just, it's triggered each time you go in here. That's crazy. Then in here on the desk, I want to say it's like right here, or maybe it's actually right here. He's right here. Then back here behind the whiteboard. So I believe that is all of the spawns. They're across from there. Oh, and then on this chair. There you go. So I think I pointed out all the spawns for that. Then as far as the loot goes, this is the residential unit, which you get the key for each round. Rare items on the shelf. It can also spawn up here, on the bed, on the chair, and on the desk. Weapon underneath the bed, then the duffel bags and stuff. If there is a spawn up here, sometimes it's a Bitcoin and you can't get to it. There, you can like, it's a pain with max strength especially, but you can like jump up and it'll catch for just a second. I think I jumped too high. I don't know. Apparently there is a way to lip on top of one of these and you'll have like a split second to line up the grab on the item up top. I'd only do it if it was a Bitcoin though, personally. Then all along back here, the dead body is lootable. But back here, inside the stim holders, there, on the desk. And I think on the desk here, you can get a Bitcoin. All along the table here. Be looking inside of the stim holders. And then like on the tipped over scopes, you want to look in there. On the desk. And on this desk. You could come in and just loot this one area and you can get loaded. Stims all along the desks here. Especially if you loot like the medical bags and stuff. Then along this desk. We're going to run out of time, but I'll cover the rest of this room. More stims. Medical bags. Medical bag. In there too. Toolbox. And that's the new area. Yeah, this area is great to loot. You can literally come in here and fill up not a raid bag, but like a, blackjack, not blackjack, a beta bag or like an F5 bag. So the medium sized bags. Still a good amount of loot. You'll definitely pay off the key card. Yeah, so that is the new area, and then we'll start a new round and I'll go through the rest of the map. We're almost done. Okay, so we spawned up above green and black. So black's right there. I'm just gonna run down to where we left off. Covered blue, covered in the new area. And then this is where we were. So if we go there, that leads either upstairs or downstairs. But upstairs will be the extract for cargo elevator. It's this one right here. But you have to press a button downstairs to open it. That's the U-bend. Then the residential unit. This would be the tents outside of blue. This leads up to glass office. Be right here. Those sliding doors, so you don't have to break the glass anymore. There's that rare item spawn that I mentioned. We're going to go back down and be in the middle. This is the glass office middle. Like the middle floor glass office. But mainly just PC blocks back here. Actually don't think there's any rare item spawns. Not that I'm familiar with, at least. There might be new ones, but yeah, if you know of any, let me know. Then this leads over into parking. This back hallway. You got the rare item spawn right there. You can get like a LEDX, GPS device, or just any of the rares. That's the button, and then this is yellow room right here. And if we cut across, this would be parking elbow, because of the zigzags back here. Weapon case there and a grenade box there. This leads down into labs. A good play, if someone's chasing you, you just run in here and cut left, and then go back and forth and then sit here and wait. And what that does is it makes them think, a talented labs player will think that you ran down like that and went down into the basement. But then you're going to be sitting in the corner. I've gotten so many people with that. This elbow leads over towards red. Might as well go show it. Weapon case. And then that's red. H2O room. That's the boiler room that is by main elevator, which, or main button, just right down there. I'll show in a moment. Then that's cat statue right there. That's low catch statue. This is dark room. You have the safe, jacket, duffel bag spawn right there. Food and items, food and hydration items along the chairs, and then in the corner. Then that leads over towards freezer. This is the wooden staircase, the spiral wooden staircase by red. Got red room right there. Spawn point, the prone spot, kitchen, that statue. Go back down. This is the gym, for obvious reasons. Duffel bag and weapon case in the corners. You get tech spawns right here. And there. This is conference room. You get some information items spawn right there. And just on the desks. It's been a long time since I found anything of worth back here, but I'll still come and check it. This is another cut through that will lead to the steps of freezer. You go up in there. If you go past those doors, you're in hangar. If you go up the spiral staircase, you're right by freezer. And kitchen. Freezer and kitchen. And then we'll go out into the main area, middle. Weapon testing, which we already showed. And then the computer tent. Hangar. We're going to cut back this way. This is the other side of mid. This is the coffee station below managers, or just say the below managers, right? This would be Chad spawn down here. There's a PMC spawn right here, and the Chads will typically just push straight up and go to black or the new area and fight over those. But yeah, Chad spawn. It can also come up on the opposite side. I'll cover the down low, the basement, in a moment. Yeah, you can come up this other side too. There you go. And then black room, we already covered. This is mini med. You got medical spawns all on this desks, and rare item spawns. You can get like a Bitcoin or Ledex. Then on the ground, medical spawns as well. Right there, I think is medical spawns, PC block, weapon case. There used to be a Ledex spawn here, but I think they just made it a quest spot. I don't think it's a Ledex spawn anymore. More tech items. You get a black key card spawn right here. Tech items right there, so you can get like a GPU and stuff. VPX spawn on the top shelf and bottom shelf. Tech items, medical spawns all on the desk there. Then I think that covers middle. There are there's a couple jump over spots like right here that people will play, and a sneaky play if someone is camping that spot would be to go behind this guy, and you can put a nade down in there and even drop down and in right there. It's like I'll run above him and then just jump off and Batman him a lot. You can do it on this side too. And then you can also get behind these. Yeah. Right there. You can do that on all of those. So one's over there and one's over there. Alright. Now we're downstairs. This is the basement. This is probably the most confusing part for a lot of people. I want to just walk through it. This is double hallway. is there are 2 hallways side by side with crossovers on each point. You can get barter items on those shelves and on the ground. And then on that spool right there. We're just going to hang this left side first. So you can go through here. If you cut left, you go towards G. If you go right, you go towards main. Or not, yeah, L. Main. Then weapon case here. Grenade box. Weapon cases. We'll end up by G over there. We'll go this side first. So you can get a weapon case, toolbox. You gotta be careful when you come out here because this is a spawn point, but then that way is a door as well, so you gotta clear that instead of just running across. The weapon case is there. One there, and one I think there. Or there. Or maybe there. I can't remember. Might not even be one there. Either way. Weapon cases aren't really the best thing to loot in labs, but if you're doing a 0 to hero, they're valuable to know where they are. Duffel bag right there. It's another PMC spawn point and raider spawn point. I think barter items on top of this. This hallway leads towards parking. So this is a PMC spawn. This is where I said you can like run in the corner and just sprint back and forth. It leads downstairs here. So if we go this way, which is where we just came from, the back corner, if you go down this hallway and you're on that long metal hallway, that's G metal hallway. Duffel bag here, barter items. This is main elevator, or L. Go to the right there, it's a cut through. And then there's the doors here. And the windows to look at main. That's the elevator. This would be the button for it. The announcer you can't hear, but she will say L. Some people say air. It's L. And then this is the elevator. Boom. And that will be the main elevator for the extract. Weapon attachments, toolbox. Raiders will spawn back in that corner as well, so be ready for them. They'll be like right there. Another weapon box here. Then this is double hallway. So we came out that when we came down from mid, we cut through that, went through G metal hallway all the way down and around, showed upstairs, then came back down, went over here. Back by main button is boiler room. I should have pointed it out, but this boiler room leads up to red. Or right below H2O, rather. That's red. Then if you go that way, it leads out to underneath parking. So you can go up the platform, walk down it, and then walk over there. It leads to underneath parking button. So then we will go back here. This is double hallway. Left side will lead up to the red spiral staircase. So that's dark room right here. Dark room with the safe. Red spiral staircase. Boom, we're now up by red. Kitchen area, cafeteria, prone spot. We're gonna go back downstairs. This leads towards freezer. You go up there, go into freezer, or you can go through those double doors and go to hangar. Back here, you get food and hydration items on the ground. So this is sewer hallway. There's one long ass hallway that leads towards sewer. I'll show at the end. That's probably where we'll take the extract out. Not much of a call out for this area. Just be like generator room, central server room. I like to ditch my bag down here in this corner. That's a big bag, but if you drop a smaller bag, it turns dark and you really can't see it that well. So that's usually where I'll come and hide my bag and then go loot up the rest of the map and have that as like a space to loot up or just organize my loot. This will just cut through to these hallways. There's this one that again leads to the server hallway. Not server, the sewer hallway. It's the sewer extract. This leads to more server rooms or generator rooms, which will then lead to another hallway just like this. That leads out into double hallway. So you got double hallway. That's Chad's spawn right there. Then you have the metal hallway, and that's G metal hallway. So if you go left there, that'll lead to the G button, which is the cargo elevator, and O is the medical elevator. And I'll show those in just a moment. But that hallway that I was talking about that just connects to the generator room. Those generators. You barter items on these here. And then this is sewer extract. I want to show you a trick with sewer. So sewer takes a minute and a half to drain. When you open it up, this water's got to drain. The extract's right there. The button for it's right here. I'm going to wait till I have max stamina because I got to show the sound of being able to tell that it's going. So when you press that, the water starts to drain. You got to wait a minute and a half, and then you can take the extract out. But if you're over by black room, green, G room, you'll hear the water draining. And so you can know that someone's back there taking the extract, and you can go chase them down. I've killed a fuck ton of people doing that. Yep. I think a grenade box there or on the previous cut through. That's O room. I'll show it in just a moment, but I just want to show the sound of the boiler working and or draining that water. This is G room. Oh, of course you don't hear it. Maybe it's silent now. Tarkov audio. Yeah, it's not making any sound. Not outside the ordinary. Unfortunate. It also could be because of the Comtac 6s I'm wearing. You can kind of hear it. I just want to see if it stops. I'll come back and listen in a second. So that's still not the sound that it was supposed to be making. So again, this is O metal hallway. You got the toolbox, barter items on the ground. This is where you'd press O. Toolbox is on there, and I think one more in the back corner here. That's where you press O. And she would, again, the announcer would be like, yada yada yada, sector O. So you know someone's would be in that corner or had just been there. This staircase here leads up to, you get medical items on the ground, leads up to black room and green room. Green room. Now I'll show where G is as well and where the extract is. But O extract, O button that we just pressed opens up this elevator right here. People a lot of times will like to sit up here. Common camp spot. Common enough to call it out. You don't have to like hardcore worry about it, but I definitely would clear it. This is G room. Let's see if we can hear the generator. Okay, it was that audio then. I just had the Comtac 6s make everything so fucking quiet. All the ambient noise is so quiet. Yeah, so that you could hear the generator going. Then this is G room. Press the G button there. Go down this way. This is connector. It'll connect to the dark hallway, G dark hallway, or no backpack extract. This is the no backpack extract. If you sit in this corner and you don't have a backpack on, you'll start to take the extract. You get a toolbox right there. That was connector. And then this is G room. So it just leads out that way. It's G room. G dark hallway. This room is breachable now. I thought they were going to do something with the Halloween event. I don't think it was always breachable. And then this is G metal hallway. Where if you go right there, it leads out to double hallway. If you go down and to the left, it leads into that back corner room with all the weapon cases. So now I'm going to show where the G button extract is. Whenever you push in this way, you gotta be careful because from G button press or O can spawn raiders over here. I've had them sit literally in this corner right here. They'll just sit right here. And so you gotta, when you walk up here, you gotta check that corner and just like look for a weapon barrel because their whole body will be hidden in that corner. And then you want to look behind the tarp, and then like right there, it'll be standing next to the door. And if they're not behind the tarp, scan right here because I've had them stand literally right here. And if you over peek and then they spot you, they'll all start pushing through this door, and it makes it tough to hold whenever you don't have any hard cover to back up to, and the gap to the next hard cover is too far away. You could try and play that, but they just might wall bang you. So take them out there, and then the other two would spawn further back in the middle, and that leads down to connector, and then all the way down at the end of the hallway is O button. G, you get medical spawns right here. G opens up the elevator at the top floor here. So this is the new residential area. And that's blue room. And G is this elevator right here. This elevator can only be called once. Once it's gone, it's gone. You can't call it back down. The main elevator and medical elevator. So main is across the map in the basement, and medical is the one in the basement all the way down by O, in between O and G. Those you can call and as many times as you want. They can go up and down, up and down. This one is once you call it, it's gone. So we already checked back here. That's the shower room. That's the medical room above blue. U-bend, the blue tint top floor leads down to green, and this blue tint top floor, if you turn left here, it goes out to the main area, and you'll be by glass offices. And that's pretty much the entirety of labs. It took a little bit longer than I expected, but that is all of the spawns that I am aware of. If I missed anyone watching on YouTube, let me know down in the comments. Chat was pretty on top of pointing out stuff that I did miss, so hopefully we have everything covered. Yeah, nice updated labs guide. There you go. Enjoy.